Due to the release of the game's 2.0 update, many new players have joined Genshin Impact. However, when all of the game's earlier features are mixed with the newly upgraded ones, it's easy for new players to become perplexed. But have no fear, Clash of Games is here to help with these 15 tips for novice players that you should know. But first and foremost, please subscribe and turn on alerts to be notified of every new upload. Here are a few of the essential beginner tips. Over the last year, the free-to-play action RPG has exploded in popularity, and more players than ever are rushing to Teyvat to embark on their trip with the Traveler. But Genshin Impact isn't as straightforward as it appears. There are plenty of hints that can help you push things a little further if you've already been playing for a while but don't feel things are falling into place. Stumbling blocks are an inevitable component of any game, and conquering them is an important part of the experience. This Genshin Impact guide is an excellent place to start if you want to go into Teyvat with your best foot forward. First and foremost, keep in mind that platform is crucial. Genshin Impact is playable cross-platform on Windows, Android, iOS, and the PlayStation 4 without cross-platform saves. Furthermore, the game has managed to keep all of its gameplay aspects over the complete suite, which is very remarkable, implying that you can play the game in virtually the same way regardless of which platform you are using. However, this isn't entirely accurate. While the action is roughly the same, gaming on a desktop with a keyboard and mouse offers its own set of benefits. For example, it's easier to use bow-based characters when you have a mouse to precision aim. Unfortunately, bow-based characters suffer from a huge handicap on mobile devices, as panning around and aiming is a less than ideal experience, especially since you'd be switching between different weapon kinds and having to refresh your muscle memory all the time. Yes, exploration is enjoyable, but quests are the only way to access places in the game. Therefore, put them first. Genshin Impact's enormous open world filled with hidden mysteries, riddles, minigames, and bosses is one of the game's biggest draws. However, you will frequently be required to accomplish quests to gain access to new material. Genshin's primary Archon quest, which leads to Inazuma, or the Dragon Spine questline, which leads to the mountain summit and the peak of Indagnar Domain, are two examples. Like Cerise Storm Chasers in Inazuma or Orobashi's Legacy on Yashori Island, other quests make it easier to explore new places by removing environmental concerns, like Bale Thunder and devastating lightning storms. If new area has been created, MyHoYo has likely added a questline to introduce you to it. So always check first. Quests are also a wonderful way to boost your adventure rank, which grants access to additional features. A lot of old players know this as well. To heal, use Statues of the Seven. If a player's squad is injured after combat, it is best to avoid using food if feasible. Rather, the player should teleport to any of the 7 statues. The player's squad will soon revive and heal back to full health if they stay near those for a few seconds. Because the player does not have an endless amount of food to spare every time their squad takes damage, this is an excellent approach for mending early on. Of course, don't forget to apply the resin. Resin, like energy in other games, is a mechanic in Genshin Impact. It recharges in a few hours and can be utilized for a variety of tasks. When looking at the map, the current resin quantity may be viewed in the upper right. When using resin for leyliness or domains, it is advisable to enhance efficiency wherever possible. The player must ensure that their resin is never depleted and that it is always refilling. Get your hands on some Barbato Ratatouille. Although there are many different dishes to make in the game, Barbato Ratatouille is the most significant for beginning players. Its effect lowers the player's stamina when sprinting or gliding, allowing them to move around the area more quickly. It's especially beneficial early on because the player will investigate the map and run around a lot. Barbatos Ratatouille may be obtained by speaking with the NPC Vind at Storm Barrier Point. Hello there, buddy! I hope you're enjoying this video, and if you are, please share it with your gaming friends. The player will frequently encounter many animalculae and genoculae when exploring the map or finishing a specific task. It is suggested that you either remove them straight away or make a mark so that you can gather them later. The players can use these to improve the Statues of the Seven. Upgrading these statues improves the player's stamina while also granting valuable goodies such as Mora and Adventure Experience. Don't forget to finish your daily commissions as well. After achieving level 12, the player can speak with Catherine of the Monostat Adventurers Guild. Every day, the player can obtain 4 commissions from her, each with a different prize. Furthermore, speaking with Catherine after finishing all 4 delivers an additional prize. After achieving level 12, it is advised that players do them as often as possible. These useful reward items, as well as a substantial quantity of experience, both of which are required to progress farther in the game. Don't rush the story, just relax and enjoy it. Although speeding the plot is one of the finest strategies to advance up the adventure ranks swiftly, it is not the best option. Each story chapter in particular has distinct level requirements that cannot be met simply by reading the story. To reach the requisite adventure level, the player must instead explore the area, uncover waypoints, kill adversaries, and solve riddles. So when you're rushing from one place to another, it's a good idea to accomplish these activities in between story chapters. It would be fantastic if you could start Xiangling as soon as possible. Xiangling is an exception to the rule that most of the top characters on Genshin Impact are acquired by chance. She is one of the game's strongest pyro characters, and she can be obtained by finishing the 3rd floor of Spiral Abyss, a domain on the map's extreme east side. Although this will necessitate the player's squad being around level 40-45, it is one of the first major objectives that new players should set for themselves. Xiangling can be used in a variety of amazing team combinations and deals a lot of damage. Complete all of your achievements. The main menu contains a list of achievements that can be visited. The essential aspect about achievements is that they reward players with 5 or more Primo Gems when they complete them. While most will be finished automatically as you go through the plot or accomplish random missions, it's also a good idea to check them from time to time to see if there are any extras that you might have missed. Some secret achievements are also one of the game's most ignored features that most players overlook. Assemble everything. There is no limit to how much resources a player may have on them at any given time in Genshin Impact, nor is there a weight limit. This indicates that the player has no restrictions on what they can collect. As a result, it is advised to collect practically everything found in the wild, regardless of its prevalence. Even lovely flowers and mint are worth hoarding as long as they are on the route to the player, because you never know when you might need them. Finish the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass, which is unlocked at level 20, is a fantastic feature in Genshin Impact. It has a free and paid version, both of which offer excellent rewards. Additionally, Genshin Impact includes daily and weekly tasks that grant Battle Pass XP, allowing players to advance through the tiers more quickly. Completing the Battle Pass grants many goodies including Mora, Primo Gems, and even Fates. Finally, Battle Passes are only valid for a month, with the current one expiring on August 29, 2021. Constellations and powerful passives can be obtained by repeating character polls. Characters must be unlocked using the gacha system loot box mechanisms for the most part, except for free predetermined gifts. If you sketch a character, it remains unlocked indefinitely, but the character remains in the pool of possible rewards. This is because each character can be drawn, polled, a total of 7 times. The character is unlocked with the initial draw, and each consecutive draw unlocks a constellation that benefits the character somehow. So don't be discouraged if you don't get a new character with each wish and end up with a few repeats. It's actually for the best. When it comes to wishes, it's all about pity. In Genshin Impact, wishing for characters or weapons is always a gamble because you never know what you'll obtain. But here's where pity comes in. It's a mechanism that practically ensures you'll earn a 4 or 5 star within a specific number of requests. Wishing 10 times indeed earns you a sure 4 star. But what gets you the guaranteed 4 star is a pity, which happens whether you wish 10 times separately or with 10 wishes all at once. This implies that wishing on the same banner until you reach your pity limit is more vital, especially if it features a featured weapon or character you want. Finally, use the map to keep track of everything. The world of Teyvat is filled with mysteries, but now and then you'll come upon one that you can't solve. You may require a specific elemental ability or higher stats, or maybe you just can't solve the task. Use the pins on your map to mark that location for later for whatever reason. You can also use these pins to record the locations of fishing or hunting sites, as well as rare resources, such as character ascension materials, so you can return after the 48-hour respawn time. You have up to 99 pins at your disposal, so there's no excuse not to utilize them all. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified whenever a new video is released. This is Clash of Games, and we'll see you in our next video.